Hey guys, how you doing? It's Matt here from FABB. Welcome to my kitchen, and today I'm going to be going through a number of different options that you can do when it comes to making protein shakes and making them into really tasty different shakes, which I tend to use at different points in the day. If I've got the time and I've got the kit like I've got here now, I'll have these maybe later on in the evening as that kind of like that sweet craving comes in between sort of dinner and bedtime when you want to boost your protein and have that little late night snack. Some of these can be fantastic for this. Now, obviously, everything that you put into the shake needs to be scanned and put into your MyFitnessPal, and the quantities need to be adjusted to suit your macros and your individual tastes. So I'm going to go through different things here, but today our basic ingredients, the things you're going to need first are obviously your digital scales. You're going to need your little blender pot, which we can just pop on there. And then when you switch your scales on, you want to zero the scales with the pot on, so we've got an accurate weight measurement there. I use this Optimum Nutrition standard whey, gold standard whey. This is a really good whey protein powder, but you can also use the Lean Greens Trim formula or Cymex or whatever your chosen brand is. But again, this goes back to what I always say to everybody about having vanilla protein powder as your protein flavor of choice, because it's so neutral. All these different things can make different flavored shakes out of this one flavor. This one's actually really good, just blend it up with some ice. It tastes really creamy, nice vanilla shake. Sometimes I'll have this, and if I want to keep it strictly protein, then this is what I'll have. And then obviously we can bring in things like almond milk, and I'll show you some of the other bits as we go. So this is my little blender I've got here. What I'll do is I'll go through. Today I'm going to be making a vanilla whey protein with peanut butter, and I've got some real cocoa here as well. That's going to be the shake for today. But before I start making this shake, so I can clear a bit of this space away, let's have a little look at some of the other things that I tend to put into shakes depending on what my needs are for that shake. So for example, chopped up banana, another really good one, added to your vanilla, you've got yourself a banana milkshake. No brainer, but obviously we will be adding carbohydrates if we add bananas. Same with oats as well, they go in really well. I've got a bag of summer fruits, so these are really good. I think I showed you guys this one before. But you can get various different bags of different fruits, all frozen from most supermarkets. And these are really good. Scan the bag, all the macros are on there. And again, you can just pop those in and they actually blend up into like a really thick kind of milkshakey type thing. So they're really good. So you've got those, you've got your bananas, melting on my hands. You've got this, I don't know how to pronounce it, skyr yogurt, something like that. So it's fat-free, reduced sugar and higher in protein than normal yogurt. This is a really good thickening agent, and it gives it a little bit of a more sort of savoury twang to it if you want to put that in there as well. So that can be quite a good ingredient to add if you want to. Always use your unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk, your choice what your milk is that you put in with it, but always opt for an unsweetened one so that you're saving yourself on those sugars and carbohydrate macros. If you're struggling to get your fats in, one of the things that you can do which tastes amazing in your shakes is to add fats to it. So if you get to the end of the day and you've got 15 grams of fat that you need to add to it, sometimes just melting down a small tablespoon or whatever the measure is that you need of coconut oil and pouring that into your shake and blending it through gives it a really nice coconutty creamy taste as well, just adding fats to it. But remember, it's definitely going to be boosting your fat content by putting that in there. Let's put that to the side for now. So okay, cool. I think that leaves us with our ingredients here. First thing to do really is to measure out your almond milk. So what I generally will do with this is either measure it out into the jug. Let's go for about 100 ml and see where that puts us on our little blender pot. So let's have a look. And this is about, I think it's about 100 calories per, about 13 calories per 100 ml. Where's my 1 ml millimeters? Okay, cool. So we're just going to pour that out. And once you kind of know where you're at in terms of, actually let's go 200 on that. Once you know where you are on your particular blender pot, you can kind of do that by eye. It's really not going to matter too much in terms of the calories when it comes to almond milk, the unsweetened stuff anyway. Let's pop that to the side. Pop some ice cubes in. Again, this is kind of comes down to your preference and taste really. I've just put like 3 or 4 big ones in there. That's that. Then it's time to start weighing our key ingredients. We've got our base for our shake there. Again, know the scales. And I'm going to get my protein powder first. Check your serving size. I'm going to go with a standard serving on this one, so it's going to be 31 grams. I'm going to weigh that in there. I'm not just going to trust the scoop because it's very, very variable as to how much you put in them scoops. One thing that you can do, if you need to boost your protein and one of these shakes is not going to be enough, just put 2 scoops in. Just go for a double serving. There's no reason why you can't do that. So let's start weighing this out into here. I know it's definitely going to be at least that much and some. So you can see that these scoops, that's perfect. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, them scoops are not always 100% on that. So you've weighed your protein in, give that a little shake out, level it off a little bit. I just null the scales again every time I put a new ingredient in. Now this particular peanut butter that I'm using here, this Meridian stuff, is really, really good. So no palm oil, there's no sugar, no salt or anything added to it. But I'm not sure if you can see the here, it kind of, the oil goes to the top, which is actually a good thing. That means that you've got a good product and it's not just that cheap sort of Sunpat or Skippy stuff that you get from the shops. What it does mean though is you need to give it a really good mix up so that you get all the oils through the peanut butter. And we're generally looking for, well, this is my recipe anyway, I'm going for about a tablespoon, which is 15 grams of that peanut butter in there. And there it is, exactly there. Just pop that to the side for now. So we've got our protein in there, we've got our peanut butter in there. And guys, obviously, if you haven't got fat macros to play with, then this is not gonna be a good ingredient for you to put in because your peanut butter is gonna ramp your fats up. So that's that. Next up, cocoa. Let's go for about 4 or 5 grams of the cocoa. Just gonna shake a bit of this in. Oh, null my scales again first. And I'm just gonna, I always go with 100% cocoa because it really gives you a good flavour that sort of cuts through the other flavours in there. So look. And if you do this once and you find that you're not getting enough flavour of a certain ingredient, obviously you can adjust it on the next one. And then we're just gonna level that out a little bit. So what I'll do now, got everything in there, I generally will top it up a tiny bit, just on the top there with a bit more almond milk. Like I say, that's not really that critical when it comes to your macros, the almond milk. There's almost nothing to it. Lid goes on, into your blender, noisy bit. Give that a really good blend up so it's all the ice is broken up and blended in. Carefully take your lid off. And voila. You've got yourself a lovely ice cold chocolate and peanut butter vanilla milkshake there. And I tell you what, that is damn good. Really, really nice. And like I say, really satisfying if you get those protein shake moustache. If you get those sweet cravings in the evening, this is a really, really good idea. So like I say, guys, loads of different ways that you can do. You can chuck anything into these vanilla shakes. Just a tasty and quite enjoyable way of actually boosting your protein intake. You can have these whenever you need them. Hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Hope you found it useful. Post up some of your creations in the Facebook group. I'll be interested to see what you guys can come up with as well. And I'll see you on the next one.